The other day, I was reading a post on 4chan, where some of the things are leaked and stuff. And the guy was talking. Again, this is the guy that apparently kind of knows when he says stuff. It seemed like, oh, that guy called it. And one of the things he was saying was that either the whole Hillary thing blowing up and you want that to happen. Because option 2 is the JFK files. And he said, you do not want that to happen. You do not want the JFK files to be released in full. You actually want Trump to not let these things go. Because if you see what is in there, people may flip out and realize, oh my gosh, we were lied to, and who's the real culprits behind this? Oh my goodness, guess who? Deep state. And that's what he said on this forum. And strangely enough, we're seeing it go the Clinton route, aren't we? Now the Russian thing's blown up in their face, and there's an investigation in the Podesta brothers. All of a sudden, this is now happening. And Jeff Sessions releases the gag order on the one guy, right? To talk about that. All of a sudden, and almost simultaneously, literally one day later, from what I've been reading anyways, Zero Hedge is covering this. Trump delays release of some JFK assassination records after last-minute CIA push to please, Mr. Trump, don't do it. Don't release it. And this guy on 4chan said, believe it or not, you don't want to know what's in there. It would be better off if that stuff was left the way it was, essentially, and we went down the Hillary, expose Hillary, and go down that avenue. You do not want this happening. You don't want to see what's in there. He said, you already know. But trust me, you don't want it to go that way. That's what he kept saying. I find that fascinating. And it's going the way he preferred, which is let them redact a bunch of that stuff. Because again, you don't want to know. And he said, if it goes the JFK way, where all of that stuff is released, and Trump doesn't let him redact anything, let it go. He said, don't be surprised if Papa Senior Bush, breaking news, he passed away today. Or he said within a couple of weeks of the thing being released. With much of America clicking furiously all day Thursday on the website of the National Archives, hoping to be among the first to catch the release of thousands of previously unseen JFK assassination records, the U.S. government was in danger of missing the deadline to release the trove of previously classified records from the assassination of President JFK, John F. Kennedy, adding an unexpected twist to a saga already rife with rumors and conspiracies, according to NBC. Caving to lobbying pressure by intelligence agencies, Trump announced he would not order the release of the full tranche of records, instead following last-minute recommendations of his national security agencies that some of those records be redacted, White House officials said. During a call with reporters, the White House officials explained that while some 2,800 JFK records will be released today, the publications of the remaining records has been postponed for 180 days, half a year, folks, to give agencies more time to figure out what they want redacted. By late Thursday afternoon, the memo specifying which material the CIA, State Department, and other agencies still want to keep under wraps had yet to be made, or had yet not made it to Trump's desk, Intel officials told NBC News. There's a mad scramble going on in the executive branch to get this done, one official said. And as CBS adds, the delay requests, some of which were registered a couple of months ago and some more recently, come from agencies throughout the government, including the CIA and FBI. Some of the worry seems to center around documents created in the 1990s when the Congressional Committee was crafting the legislation setting Thursday as the release date. Officials told CBS News there was concern the documents may reveal sources and operations from the near past and include current people or operations. Or, of particular concern, according to officials, are names in the documents. Oh, you don't... From the 1990s, who was the president in the early 90s? Oh, Papa Bush. Papa Bush was. Interesting, huh? CBS News Chip Reed interviewed JFK scholar Larry Sabato at the University of Virginia's Miller Center, who said he had been told that at least most of it will not be released Thursday because not just the CIA, but apparently other agencies, unnamed, I assume the FBI is one, are appealing. Sabato says the CIA wants some of the names in the documents redacted, and some of the paragraphs they say reveal the names of sources or methods used by the CIA. In any case, the reason behind the delay remains a mystery. As CNN's Jim Acosta notes, senior administration officials declined to discuss the contents of the files that will be released, including whether they contain evidence of a conspiracy surrounding Kennedy's death. Jim Acosta says, I asked officials whether there were any signs of a conspiracy in the secret JFK files. Officials on call with reporters would not comment. Really? Not even a no, there's not. Wouldn't even comment. Huh. You don't think another conspiracy theory is going to be right again, do you? Trump will issue a memo to the heads of intelligence agencies saying, the American public expects and deserves its government to produce as much access as possible to the JFK assassination records. I am ordering today that the veil finally be lifted on the records, the memo will say. The president will also note that law enforcement and foreign affairs agencies have requested that certain records remain redacted. I have no choice but to keep those records under wraps, the memo will say. In his memo, Trump will order intelligence agencies to review their reasons for keeping the records redacted and to report back in a whopping 180 freaking days. What will remain classified? According to CNN, officials said the sensitive information that will remain redacted for now relates to intelligence and law enforcement details. That includes the identity of individuals involved in the investigation into the assassination and their roles as informants to law enforcement, a senior administration official said. It also includes information about foreign partner organizations that were involved in the investigation. Foreign? Excuse me? Don't tell me the Israelis were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that. It also includes information about foreign partner organizations that were involved in the investigation, the official said. The president heard those justifications from the agencies that requested the continuing postponement, and he acknowledged that information requires protection, the official said. Agencies requesting continued redaction of certain documents will need to submit a report to the archivist by March 12th, 2018, explaining why those documents meet that standard, the White House said. Documents determined not to meet those standards will need to be released by April 26, 2018. Trump's decision to keep some documents secret is likely to keep conspiracy theories alive, fueling those who have long questioned official conclusions about the assassination and argued that the government has helped cover up the truth. Of course. Redacted. Who the hell's even alive since then? Oh, 90-something-year-old George Bush. Really? You can't give us names of people? These people aren't around. Come on. BS. I'm raising the BS flag. Take care.